Thanks for watching In the Loop Travel. Joining us today is Jenny Lim, Hotel Director on the Norwegian Gem, to tell us all about the Norwegian Next upgrades that just took place on the ship.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule as we make our way down to the Caribbean.
Thank you.
Can you tell me what's new since the ship's refurb?
We did we call it like a mini dry dock, a brief refurbishment. The ship was scheduled for dry dock back in November, but we rescheduled, postponed the dry dock to 2015. But we still carried on a few upgrades on the ship to make to enhance the product per se. We have relocated our Moderno restaurant. Originally was on deck number 8 up to deck 13 to give a guest a more intimate dining experience. And we converted the Star Bar into Sugarcane Mojito Bar on deck 13 as well. So the guests can have a pre-dinner drinks and go straight to the dining table in Moderno. We also converted the Blue Lagoon, upgraded it to become Ocean's Bar and Grill to give a guest a better like a sports bar environment and dining experience. And it's another complimentary dining option we have for the guests in a freestyle dining concept.
So those are the things that have been done so far.
Right.
How did you pull it off while not taking the ship out of service? Usually these are some sort of dry dock operations, and how did it go, and how was the process for doing it while people were still cruising?
Oh, we have a lot of expert people. The company has engaged a couple of contractors company with a lot of expertise in this area. We basically seal off the whole area and we block off some of the cabins on deck number 8, which is around the Ocean's area and also above the Ocean restaurants as well. And it's like when you walk in the shopping mall or in any hotel on land, how they section off the whole area with a proper signage, say constructions under or renovation under process, for example. So we block off the whole thing, and we try to schedule to work around the guest events, guest activity. There is not so many guests on board, or when the guests are ashore, to sort of like do some noisy work per se. But a lot of other stuff are more like a renovation, cosmetic touch, and will not create too much noise. And the way how we block off the area is actually keep the inconvenience actually to the minimum and to almost zero.
What was the feedback like from people who were on board? Did they notice stuff was going on?
Right.
And did it bother them, do you think, at all?
The guests did notice, of course they are aware, and we informed them before they come on board to let them know that, or while they're on the ship, to let them know the renovation is under progress. And few guests are more interested into what is coming, what is up for them next, because we have a lot of repeat customers out on the New York market. So a lot of guests actually repeating customers on the Gem, and they were looking forward to the next visit when the area is ready to open. And some guests do ask about the opening time, or what is offerings or promotion, for example. And it's more of a curiosity as to what is going to happen from Blue Lagoon Moderno into Ocean, and more like how is it going to look and things like that. And we didn't have any negative feedback in any way. For example, it's more like a question, curiosity as to what is coming up next.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you say there are a few more things to still do. Will that be done in a dry dock process or in a similar fashion?
Well, we have a few things scheduled for dry dock process. We'll be doing dry dock, for example, we would like to replace the whole carpet in the atrium area in some of the venue that we can't really close it off while the guests are still on board. So we scheduled those during dry dock, and we would like to replace some tiles in the whole garden cafe, for example. And those work will carry out during dry dock only, because technically we can't close off the garden cafe for the whole day. However, during service right now is like on a normal process. We will still be doing some little maintenance and little enhancement here and there. For example, we are changing carpet in some little section that we can close it off to replace it to enhance the guest experience while they are still on board. Those are the things that we don't need, or typically don't need to be done only during dry dock. It can be done during the service. It's the matter of how we schedule it and how we plan it out based on the guest movement.
What do you think of the enhancements that have been made so far? People are going to like the most, or what have you heard? It's been about a month.
Yes, it's fantastic. I have very, very good feedback from the guests that dined in Moderno restaurant, because in the past we did get a couple of feedback from the guests. The area is too public, and also because of the music from the atrium, or you have some people that are passing by the area, they can't really have an intimate dining experience. But right now the Moderno on deck 13 in the more closed, with a very nice pool overview in the evening experience is fantastic. We can actually enhance a bit more of the Brazilian concept and have a bit of Brazilian music for that location, and we receive very good feedback. In fact we serve more guests there now than we originally served the guests in the on deck number 8 in the Moderno original location. And for Ocean, it's a very good concept, because on this ship we often get a lot of our past guests or our client complain about no sports bar available on board. We try to give them a sports bar experience But Ocean Bars and Grill and Deep is bringing out this environment, providing to the guests. It's amazing. And you can see that with this weather right now, outside is so cold, and Ocean is one of the most popular hangout place for a lot of guests at the moment. And the food selection is fantastic. It's something that you can come fast and quick. And also we have very good selection like chicken pot pie, excellent fish and chips available for the guests. And in fact tonight, we also have the chicken fries and specials in addition to what our regular menu. And tomorrow we'll be serving baby pork ribs as well as a special of the evening. So the guests will have one additional choices for dinner, instead of just the main dining room or the garden cafe, but now they can go to Ocean and have a nice full meal of dinner. Yeah, that's excellent.
Thanks for explaining the whole process of the upgrades to us.
My pleasure, thank you.